Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Hello, Chase. How you doing? Where is your thingy things? I was gone. I was doing things. Hope the stream is a lovely one. Hello, Michael. Hello. It is a little while. It's alright. Here, let me... You know, I was gonna start this stream like an hour ago, and then I got hungry. I had a meal first. Guys. I hope you understand. Still got a drink in front of me. Oh, Aggie. You wasted your vacation playing their arcade machines? Ah, I see. I mean, I don't know if I did really much better. I'm a pretty lazy vacationer, where when I'm on vacation, I like to curl up into a ball, like at whatever hotel I'm at, and just kind of like sit there next to the pool in like one of those lounge chairs. That's what I want to do. But you know, we were in Japan, so we might as well have gone places, you know. I was really bad at cataloging what I was doing there. I don't have a lot of pictures of things. I have here, I took a picture of this place. This is the Tokyo train station. This is a place that I wanted to see. I was like, oh my god, look how cool it is. Also, that place is big. That place is real big. My parents would say that's wasting money. Bruh, same with my parents. My family as a whole, they're very much the have to do literally everything on your vacation kind of people. They're like, gotta make it worth your money, gotta run everywhere. And I'm like, no. I wanna just sit back. I don't want to be sprinting on vacation, you know. That's me. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? I didn't really. Well, what was it? I stayed at a hotel near the Disney parks, so like from some windows I could actually see like the Disney parks themselves. That was neat. That was alright. My actual hotel room overlooked the bay, so I just got to see a really foggy bay every morning. That was cool. I liked that. I actually liked having I don't have... Oh no, that picture's on my phone. Damn it. See, this is what I mean. I'm not a well-organized person. I'm not organized at all, guys. Go men, sorry. Foggy bays roll, don't they? They're very nice. But here's this thing. This does mean that if I wanted to like leave to get into Tokyo, I needed to take the Disney line to then get to a normal train station. That a little bit sucked. That was kind of money draining. Would not recommend that. It's not the worst. It's still like pocket change, but it did mean that's like, oh man, I always have to transfer from the Disney line to what line was it? The KO line, if you're familiar with that one. If anyone's been to Japan. I had to take like the Disney Resort line to the KO line to go to Tokyo Station, and then from there I could go pretty much anywhere. And I was very lazy. I didn't really feel like going many places. If I had it my way, I probably wouldn't have left the hotel that often. But you know, we still do things. Man, this is gonna look real jank, by the way. Because when I plop image, I don't know how to like properly put images into OBS, so it's just gonna be a big old thing that's gonna cover up the entire screen for a second when I plop this in. All right. But we're gonna do that. Well, that's Starbucks. Lit. I like many people have to go to Akiba, right? And go to Akihabara or whatever. That was all right. I'm not the biggest fan of Akihabara. I'm not like I'm sure people would call me nerdy, right? But I'm like, it's always crowded. You have to go upstairs. There's so many things. The elevator's always crowded if you want to take the elevator. Just not for me. Not for me, man. But, you know, I did go to Radio what's it called? Radio something. The big building that everyone knows from Akihabara. It was alright. I bought a bunch of stuff there. Here. The first thing I visited, because they had a Gundam display there, so I needed to go because they had a big old Gundam display. What's the store called? Tamashii Nation. Yeah, Tamashii Nation had like a big Gundam display, so I was like, well, let's go do that. You know, because they got what is it? They were celebrating like the newest Gundam show. So they were like, they had big old standees and displays and stuff for a Gundam Gikuizk. I don't know how to pronounce this. I watched like 3 episodes of this show. Didn't really care for it, I'll be honest with you. You gotta go to work. I see, Michael. I see. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping. Doing the things, you know. But yeah, they had some cool displays while I was there. Is this another toy Gundam? I didn't buy any Gundams. I'll be honest with you. I did not do that. Did not do that. I instead just kind of like they had displays for a bunch of eras of Gundam. So that was like just kind of cool, right? Here, let me try to get some of the others in here. I think Americans will recognize these ones. There's Hiro. Yeah, they grouped all of the ones popular in America together, which I thought was funny. So it's like, you know, you have what was his name? Setsuna? Yeah, Setsuna. You have Hiro, Setsuna, and oh wait, it's Mikazuki? Was that his name? The kid from Iron Blooded Orphan and the guy from Double O. I am not fond of any of these shows. I'm a bit weird when it comes to Gundam, guys. I have watched almost all of Gundam. And I don't like the majority of it. Oh, Selkie. Hello. Yeah, here let me move some of these around so you can see them a little bit better. But yeah, it's like the newest cast, some popular ones in America. I thought that was so funny. I don't like those installments. I'm not big on them. Wasn't really big on the new one either. But they did have a display for. Let me grab it. Ah, there he is. There's the boy. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. They had a display for the characters that I care about. That's it. Oh, Darian. Oh, Hudson. Oh, Maidenmush. Oh, guys. The MrJosh phrase, I've watched most of it. Wasn't a fan of most of it. Well, you know, everyone says you should watch Gundam, right? So I watched like 40 installments of Gundam over the course of like a year, and didn't like the majority of them. Most of them are kind of bad. But I'm a big fan of these installments. I actually think Original 1979 Mobile Suit Gundam is like actually still one of the best installments of Gundam. Oh god, a year. It's not like I was constantly watching Gundam. It was like, here, I'll take a weekend, go through a series. Right. It is what it is. Hello, Alex. All right, I should grab this picture. I guess this will be the first, the first merch thing I show here. Let me remove this image. The only thing I bought at Tamashi Station were these like acrylic stands. They said you can only buy 3 of them. They had a bunch of these acrylic stands, so I bought. Yeah, hello, Alex. Yeah, I went to I was in Japan last week. Yeah, so you know, I wasn't interested in buying merch for like Gundam Wing, Seed, Iron Blood, or any of that. They had a lot of Seed merchandise there. So I was like, you know what? We'll get Char, Amado, and Camille. I had to get Camille because, you know, how can my terrorist possibly be this cute, right? Like, is what it is. It is what it is. These, I think these were some of the first things I bought while I was in Japan. I'm not really. Why isn't Camille crying? This is a fake image. Oh. I may not have it. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't get any gachapon stuff, Alex. I don't know. Even when it comes to like merchandise, I don't like gambling. There was a lot of things in gachapon machines and in grab bags, like those blind box things, that I would have liked, but I don't want to gamble for it. Just let me buy it, right? So that's me. That's me. I'm of course not gonna think ill of people that will do that. I know that my sibling got a bunch of gachapon stuff, and I'm like, good for them. They like that kind of stuff. They're in it for that prize, you know. But yeah, I don't really collect acrylic stands, but I came away from this trip with a lot of acrylic stands. that was something that I noticed. Here, let me. Oh, you can kind of see it in that shot. I had bought. I'm not a fan of this game, by the way, but I thought this merch was really cool, and that was at a Square Enix store. They had this PC mat for Final Fantasy 16, and usually I just use an old playmat for my desk area, but you know, I was like, oh, here, it's real big, by the way. It's real big. Where the dog? Oh, yeah, the dog's not here. It's only the icons and dominance. Only that. This stretches really far. This is bigger than what I usually have on my desk. And you know, it was only like $25. So I was like, you know what? It looks nice. It is what it is. You had to I don't like the game. Yeah, right. $25. That covers most of my desk. Is Slay Queen on it? Yeah. Benedicta is all the way. You can kind of see her, like that little green square way off to the left side. That's the start of Benedicta's section. It's really big. The Odin guy is also cut off in this image. So it is what it is. But it's a really nicely laid out mat, and it has like the embroidery on the edges so it doesn't get frayed. It's very nice. It's very nice. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll pretend I like Final Fantasy again. And we'll do that. Don't even remember the Odin guy? Yeah. It is what it is. What else? I got like a couple other things from. Right, I got one Final Fantasy acrylic stand. Because I was honestly amazed they even bothered making merchandise for this character. And by that I mean this was the only merch I saw of this character, which was they had acrylic stands for the cast of Rebirth. So I do own little Sid Highwind. Some of the other characters were sold out, but you know, they did have a full rack of Sid Highwinds. Like the Tifa display was empty. But they had a full box, a full rack of Sid Highwinds. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, guys. Love the implications, right? Right? It was the same with, what was it? I went to a pop-up store for One Piece. And, you know, they had, like, acrylic stands for the entire main, for, like, the Straw Hat crew. And I bought the Jinbei ones, which that bin was full. You know, they were out of, like, Zoro and Nami and such. But, you know, they had plenty of Jinbei. No one was buying Jinbei merch. I could have like 500 of him. They did actually have a limit of, I think, like 3 per. Why did they even bother making a stand of him? Well, he is part of the main Straw Hat crew, right? Like, he is part of that team. He's just the least popular by a very wide margin. I think depending on how much screen, like, it's usually like Frankie and Jinbei that are at the bottom, which makes sense because Frankie would not be popular. Is what it is, you know. I've seen some fans of him on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, like, there's of course going to be fans, right? Like, they're he's just the least popular of the most popular characters, right? It kind of just is what it is. But that's okay. That's okay, right? Oh, wait, do I have a picture of it? There was a store I found, like, I think, oh, where was I? Oh, was it in Tokyo or Ueno? Where was it? No, it was, oh no, where was it? I'm pretty sure I have, did I not take a picture of it? No, I'm stupid, guys. But I do have a picture of the merch I got. And that was, I found a Moomin store at a train station. So I bought a Snuffkin. I bought a little Snuffkin. Yay. I didn't want to spend too much time there because as soon as I saw the Moomin store and I was like, Moomin, I gotta go. My sibling was like, what? Okay. They were not there for that. So I quickly looked around and bought a Snuffkin and left. So it is what it is. Didn't want to hold up the day, you know. But yeah, little Snuffkin, little guy. This is pretty good. Here we go. Where's right, there was a Bandai store that I went to. It was next to a Love Live store, because of course it was. Do I have a picture of it? I do have a picture of the Bandai store. There was a little, they had a big old display of Tiger and Bunny out front. That was kind of cool. I was like, do people even know what Tiger and Bunny is? Is that a thing, people? Did I get any Love Live merch? No, Slakes, I did not. But I did love, every time we passed by a Love Live, Idol Master, or whatever, when I was walking around with my sibling, they would just go like, is that VTuber stuff you always talk about? Is this a VTube thing? They don't know what VTubers really are either. And I was like, no, it's Love Live. You know, it's Love Live. Do I have? Oh, here, I think I have. Is this it? Yeah, I took a picture of the Idolmaster store in Akiba. You know, just it's just here. It's just here, guys. Do any of you Idolmaster? I do not Idolmaster at all. But I saw it and was like, that's a very large section of just character merchandise, you know. And on the same floor as that, they did have a Love Live station. Yeah. Look, they had Nico. Nico ni. It's fine. I did not go into this store. I did not go into this store. I saw it and I was like, no. The Bandai store was right next to it. Okay. Is it Nico? No, I liked Hanayo, I think was her name. From the original gen. I thought she was cute. For the VG triggers, no. I didn't really buy too much stuff at the Bandai store. I had gotten... Oh god, I was actually really happy they had merch of this character. Cause boy, this is an anime that no one watched because it is unavailable globally. But they did have acrylic stands of some Battle Spirit protagonists, so I bought both the acrylic stands for Dan, since Dan is like one of my favorite main characters in fiction. We love our little traumatized boy. My favorite coffin, some might say. That poor child. Right? I do love looking at his, like, is Dan the man? He really was. Dan is certainly the man. I love the difference between, like, his more childish Season 1 design and then his Season 2 design. It's very good. But I needed to get them. I needed to get those, right? Because, you know, it's Dan! And, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Tiger and Bunny, but I thought this was cute. Look, yeah. So I got an acrylic stand of Tiger. You know, he's a good bisexual daddy, right? Like, can you believe there are still people that tell me this man is not bisexual? It's very funny. I guess they didn't see the wedding rings merchandise between him and Barnaby. Oh, it is what it is. They did have one for Barnaby, but I don't like him. So, you know, I was like, I want a tiger. So it is what it is. Let's see here. Let me get this out of the way. You know. Where is my? Oh, my other screen is not displaying correctly. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need it. We don't need it to. Oh, I should probably mention the shenanigans I went through. And do I have a picture of the... Oh, wait. No, do I not have it? I probably keep passing it, is probably what it is. come on screen. Please. Did the same. Wait. When a show has 2 characters. So they can go gay marriage on the merch. Yeah, but like Barnaby and Tiger are coded in the show itself, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, actually, where's the Precure merch I got? Oh wait, I don't think I took proper pictures of the thingy things. Damn it. Oh, I think I forgot to take higher like photos on my camera for it. I do have. Where are they? I did find these in Akiba, which I thought were really neat. Posted on Discord later. It's true, I'll do that. But I found these Maho Girl Precure sleeves in Akiba. They were sold out on Cure Miracle. You know, Mirai's Cure form, which was a little bit sad because I would have liked to have like a set of all of them, or at least like for both their civilian identities and Cure forms. But you know, I did get these. Don't know what decks I'll sleeve these in, cause like, oh, they look so nice. These were the only like card product for the Cures I found, which you know, there's no pre-Cure. Was there Felice? They did have Cure Felice, but I didn't really care for the key art on it, so I didn't pick it up. That and then like getting these were already like starting to become fairly expensive, so getting like that was kind of like kind of weird. Got to put it on a Wicross deck. It is what it is. It is what it is. Here, let me take that off as well. We'll remove that. Do I have a picture of? We'll use this picture. I should. This is the Shibuya location. Yeah, this is in Shibuya. I went to the Yokohama and Shibuya locations for the Pokemon Center. So the Shibuya location had this like neat display of Mewtwo, which like is kind of neat. That's pretty cool. Just a little guy, just a little bobbing up and down in there. The Shibuya location definitely had a sleeker look to it, but I kind of liked the Yokohama location more, just a little bit. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you'll know how this story is, because I blabbed about it there. But if you're unaware, Pokemon has this line of plushies that they call Pokemon Fit, and they are these mini plushies that they are releasing gen for gen. Like, I think it's every year or every other year they add a gen to the Pokemon Fit line. But they produce they have a one print is not the word to use, whatever, one run line of these plushies, and they do not make more, right? So if these plushies sell out, they sell out. But the gimmick is that they will produce a plushie for every single fucking Pokemon, right? So naturally, when I went to the Yokohama location, I skipped gens 1 through 5 and immediately started searching the shelf for Gen 6, because I'm like, I want to get my Luchable, right? Gotta get Luchable. There was no shelf space, and there was a bunch of other things, right? Like the shelf for Gen 6 was filled. There was no like really empty slots. So I was like, oh well, where's Luchable? Like I want to get a Luchable. He was not there. So by the way, know what came in handy Knowing the Japanese names of Pokemon characters in Pokemon. Didn't have to like, Google it or anything. I could just go to an employee and ask for the proper name that they would know. Joke's on everyone thinking I was lame for me to know these names. And I asked for Luchable, sold out. Luchable was apparently one of the first Gen 6 Pokemon to become sold out for the Pokemon Fit line. They will never make more of them. I went to 2 different locations to try to find this lad. They did none. Apparently Luchable, very popular in Japan. Which, you know, is nice to hear. That's cute. But yes, this does mean I do not have a Luchable plushie. Very unfortunate. I do have these little lads. I bought these 2. By the way, the Pokemon Fit line for plushies look really bad. Like, they're really cheaply made, shitty-looking plushies, you know, because the gimmick is they have to make plushies for every single fucking Pokemon. And there's a lot of them. So they're, like, kind of ugly, really small, and frumpy. So I bought a few of them. In the Yokohama location, you know, because I was upset that they didn't have Luchable, right? And I knew that whatever is on the shelf is whatever they have, right? Because they don't make more of the Fit line. I saw that they had 1 Zigzagoon left and bought it. Because, you know, if I can't have my favorite Pokemon, I'll take away someone else's. I forgot to take a picture of the Zigzagoon, but I do have that off to the side. Is that petty? Yes. Where is that lad? Where's the Zigzagoon? I have it next to me somewhere. Yeah, here it is. I have them, yeah. Do they have Yeah, they did have Galar Zigzagoons. They were sold out of those already. I know that they had them because they had the Galar Linoon, and there was like a couple of those left. But I do have a Zigzagoon. I forgot to take a picture of it as well. I don't know the name of this Pokemon because, you know, I hate Gen 7 with a passion because I think it's the worst gen they've ever made. Don't at me. But I bought, like, the toucan, the Angry Grandpa toucan. I got him because he just looks so angry, and I, you know, kind of love that. So another bird to add to the family, you know. It is what it is. And I bought a plushie of my favorite starter. Does anyone even know what my favorite starter is? I think I've said it before on stream somewhere, but it is what it is. I really like Nettle. I love my little turtle. Love Nettle. Boy, Adam. Your little guy. This one's my favorite. Never say I'm not fair. I hate Gen 6. I mean, not Gen 6, Gen 4. I do not like Gen 4. So never say that I'm not fair. I do love little Nettle. I should grab him. He's right next to me. Yeah. I'll put him on my desk. There we go. Put you right there. I don't have it shown off in the picture, but I did look for a Nettle plushie where his nose is misaligned. I wanted him to look a little bit frumpy, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh man, speaking of plushies, I should probably show you guys some of the other plushies I got. Because I went to a Capcom store. I don't have a picture of it, and I don't play Monster Hunter, okay? I barely know what a monster hunter is. But I saw these, and I was like, I have to have it. Look at it. Oh yeah, little guy. What are these called? I don't know. The not chocobos. The not chocobo. They're chocobos. They're chocobos for Monster Hunter. Legally distinct chocobos. Right? That's what this is. This is a legally distinct chocobo. Your bird is named Josh. Very good. But they did have these little plushies. They were really cute. They were all cute. I'm sure we'll get this one out of the way, because this is the most unsurprising purchase I made. Look at him. Little guy. I just wanted, look at this little choco. An actual choco, yeah. He's a little guy. I bought this one at a pop-up store because they had a collab store for Final Fantasy in some mall. Did I have a Moogle? No. The Moogle and Chocobo were really expensive. Because like this Chocobo was like $35. And I'm like, I'll just get the Choco. You know, if I'm only gonna get one of the two, right? I'm gonna get the Choco. It is what it is. But I also got this, like, it was a collection of files for Final Fantasy. The pop-up store was very specifically for the pixel remasters. So it was Final Fantasies 1 through 6. And they had this, like, file collection with just, like, you know, little mini poster files for a few of for those 6 games. So this one was for like 1 through 3, of course, and like this little thing. Because 6 thinks it's so important. It had 2 files in this collection, which was Locke and Terra. And they look nice. I'll have to get these framed at some point. And there you go. There's a Moogle with Terra. But the reason why I bought this set of files was for 4 and 5, because the one for 4 is just really cool, and the one for 5 is just really cute. And look at Goluf and Kryl. Goluf is my favorite party member for Final Fantasy, so the fact that like the file they have for 5 is for Goluf, I was like, yay, this is Goluf. And of course we have Paladin Cecil for 4. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I need this. Since like all my favorite protagonists and my favorite party member, you know, every time they pick Locke to show off its wings. I think Japan really likes Locke. I think that's the thing. And I assume they like Terra more than Celeste. Honestly, I get those 2 girls mixed up. I know that. Is that sacrilege? That might be sacrilege. They look the same. They don't look the same, but like their characters are so similar, guys. It's not a good look. Though the files are kind of like those like image things. I bought a set of them when I was at Disney because I'm not easy, okay? You can't, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me, okay? Okay, it's just don't make fun of me. But they had like a collection of these files for Nick, for Nick and Judy. I don't care about Judy, but you know, Here, I'll put up a bunch of these. Oh my god! What do you mean? Oh my god! They're cute. Look at these. It's like Nick and Judy going on vacation at Disney. So a bunch of these are just like. You mean he's cute? Look, he's the only one that matters. Judy's here under like contractual obligations. She doesn't have like a proper key art design that isn't her in her cop uniform, okay? So it is what it is, you know. But yeah, they have these cute. Look, OBS is hard to minimize things correctly. But these were just really cute. Oh yeah. She had her little farmer outfit when she was there. Yeah, she does, but that's not a proper like a key art costume. Like I'm sure that they have like restrictions on what outfits they are allowed to use for things, and I assume that's just one that they don't. That is not considered a key art design for Judy. But yeah, look at Nick. Nick is real cute. Hey, Nick is very good. I also bought these, because they were at the cashier, right? I haven't opened them yet. Here, let's open this. Okay. They're little gummies. How do I open this? Hello, chocolate. Oh, that's how I open this. Okay. Here, let me try one of these. Let me try one of these gummies. Would frame a candy wrapper? You shut up. I don't even know what flavors this is. Okay, they're what you expect. They're like a fruit punch flavor thing. Okay, I'll finish the rest of these later. Is that a... I had a... Oh, right, I didn't take a picture of it. I also bought a Nick Wilde plushie, because it's kind of too big to put on my desk to take a picture of. But it is what it is. Hello, Kopika! And when I went to go check out, right, because it's Disney, what is on screen? These were files I bought while at Disney Japan. Josh being easy, you shut up. The cashier was like, "Oh, do you like Nick Wilde?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, don't point it out, okay? You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. She did respond with like, "Oh yeah, Nick Wilde's pretty cool," when she was giving back my change. That was no, she didn't need to do that. I don't need to. I don't need a cashier to rub that in. It's just is what it is. You like that? Terrible. Oh, I should probably mention I didn't go to the Pride event or whatever. My sibling went. They asked me if I wanted to go to like, because what I think it was I forget what prefecture it was in. Didn't feel like going. Not my kind of scene. But they went. Josh, why not? I don't like going to Pride events. It's crowded, everyone's screaming. I don't like going to crowded places, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For culture? No. Fine. You want to talk culture? Here, let me put away Mewtwo real quick. I think this is the only I can show this. I did go to Big Gym, which is a like fairly well-known like gay store in Japan, and I found these little acrylic stands. I have no idea who these characters are. I bought like, okay, so I may or may not have bought like $200 worth of dojins. We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to show it on stream. You all can, like, no. I'm not showing that off on Josh. What? The covers were hot, okay? Also, these acrylic stands are double-sided. The other side is them in their underwear. We're not gonna show that on stream, okay? But yeah, you know, so there. Instead of going to Pride, I went to go support a a gay store in Japan. Is that fine? Does that count? Is that all right? But a terror. I mean, yeah, but like, shut up, Kobe. Oh yeah, I should probably show this off since I talked about Pokemon. But they did have merch of Aoki, who's a character that I like. But as I do have a little acrylic stand of Aoki, because he's one of the only characters from like Gen 9 that I actually like. So, you know. I thought that was cute. We can't support Pokemon too much. So wait, where's the other? Where's the embarrassing amount of product I bought at the Pokemon store? I bought these while I was there. The camera wouldn't focus on them very good, so you know they're gonna look a little bit scuffed in the picture. But I bought a bunch of card sleeves because I do be a card game player, and I thought these were pretty cute. I like the Crobat one a lot. I dredge to think of how much money you spent. You don't think, yeah, just don't worry about it. You know, if you're only gonna, like, I guess the way I thought about it is just like, you know, you don't just like go to Japan casually, right? Usually. So I was like, we'll just think of it as a thingy thing. It's whatever. That and I got I got a weird, this is gonna be really weird to like say? How do I word this? I was given settlement money from when extended family sold the family farmhouse, and I was gifted some money to specifically spend on this trip as like a thank you from family members. So, like basically just from my dad, because he didn't want that farmhouse to get sold, but you know. But he was just like, yeah, we don't do this often. Here, have this money to spend on this trip. So, like, that was cool. So it was cool of him to do that. Sorry, it shook out that way. Yeah. Because, like, my dad didn't want the money because he's like, man, that was my parents' like farmhouse that like the rest of my siblings sold basically without my permission. It's a whole thing. That's family drama. It is what it is. But so, like, I was given some of the settlement money as like a thing for the trip, so I was able to spend some amount of money without too much worrying. Not anything like too big expensive, but you know, these card sleeves are like $5 each, so it is what it is. But they're cool. There was actually a fair amount of Gen 5 merch that I did he know what you spent it on? Well, okay. So I brought I had sectioned off about $250 myself for the trip. I spent that at Big Jim. I spent my own money at Big Jim, okay? The settlement money I spent on just like just thingy things. Look, I have integrity. Yeah, I kept the gift money pretty clean. Look at his face. Whatever. Oh, it's fine. I bought actually a fair amount of. Oh, did I not take a lot of pictures of them? Oh, okay. I bought a bunch of like deck boxes for Pokemon because they were like $5 each. So I was like, whatever. We'll just spend like $20 and buy a bunch of these like deck boxes. So like, yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. I thought this one was kind of cool. It's a Kiryu. I think it's a Kiryu. A Dragonite, you know? Thinking of a little cute little lad. It is interesting to see, like, what they decide to make merch of at the Pokemon Center, since it is geared towards, like, the Japanese audience. You get to see, like, what's popular there. It's gay. Amazing. This deck box I could not get to capture in focus on camera. So like, it is what it is. It was one of the more premium deck boxes. This one was actually like $15, but like it was a leather-bound Chandelure one. Apparently Chandelure is popular over there. They had deck boxes, play mats, sleeves. They had a deluxe version of this deck box, which is what this is, and a plastic one. Like, they made a bunch of merch of this specific design. I just got the deck box because I'm not a big Chandelure fan. But, you know, it is a nicer deck box. So I was like, oh, I should grab that. So I got this deck box. You know, Ekum Bookum, right? I found a Corone deck box, so like needed that, you know. It's Corone. Everyone loves Corone. I was surprised, you know, when I first saw this set of sleeves, I thought they were, like, not an official product. But hey, you know, it is what it is. These ones I already have sleeved on a deck. So I have these on my Atmon deck. But it is... I bought some Ken sleeves. Some Ken Amada sleeves for the things, and I'm like, man, why he in that pose though? I showed this to my sibling and they were like, like, why is it like this? Yeah, what's with the leg shot? Why is it like that? Official products, you know, kind of funny. But, you know, Ken's my favorite party member for first Persona 3, so like needed to pick that up. Sus? It was kind of sus. It's kind of sussy. But I did get the Ken and Koromaru Dark Hour sleeves. Again, why Ken always like this though? Can you get Koromaru sleeves in that pose? Oh my god. Sadly, no. I don't know why Ken merch was like this. I don't know, man. Is what it is. Not in a good way. But it is what it is. Can you stand normally? No. They have to show off his legs. Oh my god. Oh, I thought this what's it called? In Shibuya. Where the Pokemon Center was in Shibuya, right across from it, or at least on the same floor. Yeah, it was on the same floor as it. They had a Godzilla store. And I just thought this was like one of the coolest displays. I'll have to restart the music in a second. Give me a moment. But like they had this like cool display of like Godzilla terrorizing this like cityscape, and it was all like those are screens, so it had like the buildings exploding, and the Godzilla would light up and things like the eyes would light up, and where the magma is, all of that would like light up on and off, and with the cityscape, and it's cool. This was a really cool display. It was all in time with the music on the speakers. It was neat. It was very neat. Where is that place? It was in Shibuya. It wasn't in like the Shibuya crossing proper. It was a couple blocks up. I can't tell you exact the name of the building or the mall that it was attached to, but it's like, look, man, I just was like Pokemon Center, Shibuya, and I followed the GPS on my phone. Because I was by myself that day. No family. So it is what it is. There was a lot of cool stuff there. They also, that same floor had the Capcom store that I mentioned, where I bought my bird. And they had this like, I don't know, is this a Rathalos? I don't know Monster Hunter names. Every time I look at a Monster Hunter monster, I go, is that a Rathalos? But like it had like this, the claw actually was like a physical thing that juts out of it, and you know, you could like pretend that you're getting attacked by it, right? Is it framed? No, this was a wall. Like this was it's a big like you're meant to take a picture here and whatever. I don't do that. I take pictures of things, not with myself in it. It do be that way. Yeah, it's oh, what is it? Yeah, I always just take pictures of places. I did spend an entire day at oh, what is it called? At Tokyo Disney Seas, which is a Japanese exclusive theme park over there. So you know how like in most Disney theme parks they have like Cinderella's castle is like the landmark. Well, because this one's Disney Seas, their main like castle is Ariel's castle. That's cool. That's very different. Very different vibe, as it were. And all the sections, of course, themed after like more water-oriented areas, except for Agrabah. The Agrabah's here for some reason. I guess you could like show us the Woody. I do have a picture of the Woody. Or at least I should. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Kokoro no campus. It's very good. It's a little dreary. Okay, so like it was raining the whole day. Okay, like, so the lighting at the park was a little bit muted in all my photos because it was raining the whole day. Very, very apt. This is certainly an attraction at Disney. In all the other versions of Toy Story Mania has very normal entrances. For some reason, the one at Disney Seas has this as the entrance. Not about it. Not about it. That's so scary, man. So like I was sitting, my sibling and I were sitting on a bench together, right? And I just leaned into them and whispered into their ear, just, "Come, my children. Yes, come." They didn't like that. They couldn't deal with that. Would you not go on this ride? If you want to know, it's just an arcade shooter ride where like you get in a little like Omni mover and it has a little like toy gun thing and you shoot at like screen-based mini games. It's I've gone on the American one. I don't think it's very fun, but yeah, you know, it's a popular ride, so they put it in the Tokyo one. Yeah, it's meh, right? Yeah, not great. It's popular with the kids though, so it is what it is. The main thing I wanted to show off from Tokyo Disney Seas is they had a new section, oh, hello Chewy, called like Fantasy Springs, and they had these really cool I want to say stone, they're not stone, right? It's like plaster and whatnot, but they have these like beautiful carvings of a bunch of the Disney princesses. So like this is the one for Rapunzel, and like it's stunning. Like they had like a bunch of these. Like here's one for Anna and Elsa are together on theirs. Yeah, like I think these look great. I'll show them off one by one. But yeah, that was there's that one. Where is? I personally think the Peter Pan one looks a little scary, but I always think Peter Pan looks kind of frightening. Maybe it's just me. But here's the one for Peter. Oh my god, here's this was the one for Mickey. He's a little too happy. He's a little too happy. This is for certain. And the one for Mickey is, of course, the Fantasia one with the brooms. That's pretty cool. But these just look really well made. These are really cool to just see in the park, you know? And yeah, these are all in the new section in Disney Spring. In the Fantasy Springs section of Disney Seas. Look, getting these names. They're a little bit hard, okay. There's Cinderella, and some of the mice. There's the Queen. Yeah, Cinderella's cool. Where's They had a couple of the villains, and by a couple, I really do mean like a couple. They had the mirror face like behind a little waterfall. That was really cool. Where's this one? Love the concept, right? Yeah, it's very cool. And we got one of like the Maleficent dragon. This one I thought was really neat. Yeah, no, these were really cool to see. I did not know that this existed. And I'm like, damn, in the American one we just get like hedges carved into the shapes of these during springtime, and that's it. Rather than these like fixated, like beautiful statues. There's one for Ariel. Never liked Ariel. Is what it is. But you know, she it is her park technically, right? So she do get one. It was hard to see this one. I like couldn't get a very good angle of it, but they did have one for Alice. Yeah, they did have one for Alice, and it does the caterpillar does have smoke that shoots out of their mouth, which that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's the caterpillar scene. It was neat. It was very neat. Very beautiful park, actually. And also costs half as much as the American ones, which is, like, personally, I think a little bit, like, fucked in terms of... Because, like, it is, like, not worth it to go to the American Disney parks anymore. It is way too expensive. And, like, the Japanese parks have arguably more quality in them and are half the price. Like, excuse me? Like, America? Like, okay. Where's the thingy? I didn't expect there to be one for Bambi. But like they did have a small one. It was a little bit out of the way. Like, I didn't even notice it at first. I actually only saw this on the way back from going to the restroom. You know, very... as is normal for the Bambi brand to be left behind. Bambi. Yeah, that one's... It does look really nice, though. Like, all of these do look really nice. Bambi the killer. Yeah, I didn't notice the Bambi one or this one until I was like later in the day. But like they do have a Pocahontas one, you know, they remembered this girl exists. Anyone looking forward to the eventual live-action remake of Pocahontas? I am not. It is what it is. Also, I'm going to put this image on screen because I may or may not have been following this pigeon for 10 minutes. We're not gonna go into detail. He was my friend, okay? You know, I think it says something that what's his name didn't ask. It was a nice cordial relationship. You can get pretty close to birds without them flying off in Japan. That was something I noticed. They would get pretty close. In America, they get spooked real easy. But in Japan, they just kind of walk up to you. I liked this lad because I got to watch him choke on a piece of popcorn for a couple minutes. He did manage to swallow eventually, but he like kept trying to swallow it, coughing it out, picking it up off the ground again, trying to swallow it whole, spitting it back out. Like, he was having the troubles, but he did get it. He did get it eventually. And then he left. But that was a good 10 minutes. was a good 10 minutes. I was having some sea salt ice cream at the time. And I was just sitting there on a bench, just watching this lad. As he's trying to deep throat a whole piece of popcorn. He's a little guy. It's just a little guy. Throated it in the end. He did. He did do it. It is a whole thing. Was there Kingdom Hearts rep at the park? No. Good. You know, there was only one store I went into with Kingdom Hearts merchandise, and it was it was at Tokyo Goods. There was a store called that in Akiba, and it only sold Square Enix merchandise. I don't know why it was called Tokyo Goods, but it only had Square Enix merch. And the one thing I thought was really odd is all of the Kingdom Hearts merch had Kingdom Hearts 1 key art on it. All of it. It was like all of it was Kingdom Hearts 1 related. There was nothing modern in that store. But like I did look at the merch to see the copyright on it, because I was like curious if it was like old merchandise that they were just reselling, but it all had new copyright. It was all like 2020, 2025, stuff like that. So like I guess they just made a bunch of merch with old stuff on it. It was very weird. It was very weird. They know what's good. Yeah, but like that's still weird, right? I guess for merchandising's sake, it's like, don't you have a new thing? Like, wait. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You do you. You do you, man. It is okay. Oh, here, I guess I should because anytime I'm in Japan, I always go to this prefecture because I'm stupid, I guess. But I always love going to Daiba. And I always take a photo of the Fuji TV station, you know, for the memes. For the memes, you know. We get to make all of the Digimon jokes we want. It's very good. It's very good. Also, they have really nice malls around there. Like, if you want to go to, like, a more upscale Japanese mall that is not touristy in the slightest, go to Daiba, man. Like, the Tokyo Dive Center and the Aqua City malls, very good. Like them a lot. Always go anytime I'm in Japan. They've been there for a while, you know. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Now, it is, like, more normal shopping. Like I said, it's not very touristy, but, you know, it can be cool. That's where the pop-up store that I went to for One Piece was at. It was in the Tokyo Dive Center. Or I guess it's now just called the Tokyo Diver? It's changed names a couple times, okay? I cannot be bothered to remember, as it were. Oh, here, I want to show this off. I have no idea why this was here. No idea. But when I was in Daiba, there was just this Lego giraffe on the sidewalk. What a majestic creature. I was just walking by, and then giraffe. I just sat on a bench and gazed at the majestic creature. Because why was he here? I don't know. There wasn't any event or anything. Okay, wait, there was an event at Daiba. There was an event that weekend, actually. There was a dog festival. I do not have pictures, because I thought I thought it would be weird to just take pictures of people's dogs without permission, okay? Didn't want to be rude, okay? But there was, yeah, just the day that I was there in Daiba, there was a dog festival, and they had a whole bunch of, like, things, and just dogs, and it was great. There was dogs everywhere. But that still confuses me about the giraffe. Like, why a giraffe? Why was a giraffe here? Like, 3 blocks down was a dog festival. You see a sign for Legoland? I guess there was a Legoland, but that was like 2 blocks down. Because like you know, you think it would be like in front of that mall, not like 2 blocks down, next to a taco food truck. I did not have a taco, by the way. We did not do that. I was pretty vanilla with my food choices on this trip. I did not do anything out of the ordinary. I'm that person that when I'm in Japan, I eat mostly steak. I really like the way steak is prepared in Japan, you know. So I always go like, where's a nice like little steak cafe, and I just look, okay, it's just what I like. and I kept getting melon soda floats and crepes. That was my diet for a week. was steak, crepes, and melon soda. I didn't bother getting pictures. It doesn't occur to me to take pictures of things, okay? I'm not a vlogger. I don't even have like a good video camera. Maybe I should do that next time. I thought about maybe trying to do like a vloggy thing, and then a day into the trip I gave up on that because I'm just like, I just don't have the brain power and my camera's not good for that. So it's fine. Give our bird the good meats. I love my Wagyu beef, okay? Like, you can get a Wagyu steak for like $8 to $10 in Japan, and in America, that shit's like $30. So like, no, I'm gonna just go to the mom and pop place and get a Wagyu steak with a little salad and a melon soda. Give us a vlog called bird watching. I mean, that's what I would. Okay, fine. So you know what? I'll look into it. I'll look into getting a camera. All right, like a good video camera. Okay, we'll look into it. We'll figure it out. Okay. We'll have to ease into it. You know, it is what it is. Y'all have to tell me if you're interested in that. Should I start doing vlogging when I am out and about on vacation and stuff, guys? Again, I thought about it. I like took one video on a train ride, just like the path, you know, just like looking out the window, and I'm like, look. It's that was like the only train ride in which I could like video the outside, because trains are crowded. But you know, that one time it was like empty, so I took the video, and then I realized how hard it would be for me to remember to do B-roll and stuff. See, the problem is that I was with family half the time, and like I'm not gonna be doing vlogging stuff when family's nearby. That's just not happening. So, it was hard for me to remember when I was alone, because I just wasn't doing it the trip. It is what it is. Well, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it all that out. Okay? It is what it is. But alright, everyone. I think I should probably, you know, I do have more pictures and things, but it's nothing like too important. I guess if you all are on my Patreon Discord server, you can nag me to upload more pictures. But you know, I don't want to take up too much more of your time tonight. Didn't want to stream for too long, you know. Josh and his dojins. Yeah, I'll post my dojins that I got on my page on my Patreon Discord. So if you want to see that, you can go see that. It is what it is. But alright, everyone. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I'll see you guys around. Have a good night, everyone.